Bonnie Bailey put her college dreams on hold after getting married and having children. Nearly 25 years later, she made the decision to enroll at COD, but struggled with technology needed to be successful. After dropping several classes out of frustration, Bonnie found herself on academic probation. Instead of quitting, she pushed herself with newfound determination and began earning straight A's. She became a member of PTK and received 5 scholarships through the College of DuPage Foundation. After earning her associate's in applied science degree in hospitality management, Bonnie plans to study business administration and entrepreneurship at Johnson & Wales University. Her goal is to open a bed and breakfast.
My name is Bonnie, and I proudly represent Generation X. And we were born long before the internet. After 20 plus years as a stay-at-home mom, I decided it was my time to step out and pursue my lifelong dream of earning a degree. At age 19, I had received my GED here at COD, and 25 years later, found myself once again walking this campus, asking questions like, could I really do this? Was I too old? How hard could it be? I started serving tables to pay for classes, and with stars in my eyes, I registered in fall of 2017. Only one semester later, I had quit. The digital revolution had shifted the academic landscape, and I found myself drowning in an ocean of technology. Students no longer came to classes with stacks of notebooks, colored pens, and highlighters, but rather laptops, tablets, or even just their phones. I felt completely overwhelmed. I had convinced myself that I had missed the higher education train, and the intensity of that disappointment was staggering. One day, during this quitting phase, I was pouring my favorite hazelnut coffee at Panera when my cell phone rang, and College of DuPage came across my caller ID. Now, one thing Generation X knows how to do is answer the phone. And I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the COD staff person who called me that day. I never got your name, but your unhurried listening, kindness, and words of encouragement made an impact. You encouraged me to be brave enough to ask for the help I needed to succeed. Because of that call, I registered for one more class. Now, I wish I could tell all of you that it was a higher level math or a business class, but in reality, it was backpacking. I figured maybe I could get an A by sleeping in a tent since no technology was involved. And of course, this being Chicagoland, the temperatures never rose above 23 degrees that entire class. But I got an A. And seeing that A gave me the courage to try again. A couple semesters later, I paused at the window of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society on my way to humanities class, and I stood there thinking about the classes I had dropped, which put me on academic suspension, and the class I was currently failing. Suddenly I realized I didn't want to be a student. I wanted to be a great student. I had always taught my children to pursue excellence, and it was time I followed my own parenting advice. In order to level up my GPA and gain membership, I would have to face my failures and take those classes again. I made a promise to myself that no matter what I had to do, I was going to gain membership into Phi Theta Kappa. I remembered the words of my COD mystery caller at Panera. Be brave enough to ask for the help you need to succeed. When I arrived in my class, I swallowed my pride, and it was a lot of pride. And I gathered my courage, and I walked in with my cell phone held above my head, and I said, "Hi, my name is Bonnie, and I am old enough to be mom to probably all of you. I really want a degree, but this technology thing is drowning me. Would anyone like to help me?" What happened next is forever etched into my heart and memory. Without hesitation, my classmates cleared a space for me to sit right in the midst of them. They gave me tech guidance that entire semester. They, along with my own kids, met me at the library in Starbucks, and they introduced me to Chegg and Quizlet, OneNote, Control-A, Control-C, Control-V, Control-B, Control-U, Control-I, and Control-X. That was a game changer. I learned to navigate my Access, Blackboard, and Google more efficiently. I even learned how to mark my class attendance on my iPhone. That was way cool. I leveled up my stacks of notebooks, pens, and highlighters for a Surface Pro, more phone apps, and a wireless mouse. By the end of 2019, I had gone back, faced all my failures, and raised my GPA to a 4.0. When I finally gained membership into Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, I cried in my work cubicle when I read that acceptance email. And because of that experience, when a global pandemic created a massive shift to remote learning and working, I was ready. Today does not just mark my success or your success, but rather our success as a COD community. No one here is self-made, and we all need one another. This is our success as staff, faculty, and students who work together to meet academic goals and learning objectives. COD staff, you are on the front lines of customer service and are crucial to connecting students all along the way to their academic goals. Thank you. Faculty, you do not just teach a textbook. You also share real-world experiences that enrich the understanding of life beyond COD. You cheerlead, support, and celebrate successes. This is my favorite part. Speaking of faculty, I would like to take a moment to give a quick shout out to a few of my favorites. Professor John Carnatz, who knew that speech could be so fun? Thank you for suggesting that I compete in the annual Speak Off competition and then celebrated with me when I placed in the finalist round. I often lean on the many things I learned in your classroom, especially today. Professor Ken Gray, thank you for not rolling your eyes when I appeared in your Psych 1100 class for the third time. You took my many emails and desperate office visits in stride. You taught me so much about resilience and especially grit. Mary Beth Leone. Your passion for life and teaching came shining through as you shared your many career and travel adventures. You ignited my own passion to see what kind of impact I can make in the world. I hope to be as amazing as you are when I grow up. And I would also like to acknowledge our success as scholarship donors and this recipient. You fueled a dream, and you inspired me to believe in myself. I pledge to pay your generosity forward and help the next one in line. And I've already begun keeping this pledge. In 2019, I came aboard as COD staff working in the Enrollment Support Center. One day, my calls led me to another mom, like me, who had a dream of pursuing her education. Her conflictedness came across the phone line as she wrestled with the same questions I had. Am I too old? Can I really do this? I practiced unhurried listening and took a few extra moments to share my story. I gave her my personal cell number and offered to be a support anytime she needed it. Tolu, girl, I hope you're watching. I am so proud of you. For finding your academic stride and going after your degree. I love how we get all excited when we run into each other on campus like old friends, and how we've cheered each other along for the last year or so. Soon, you will be walking the stage, and I will be cheering loudly. Remember, we are never too young or too old to chase a dream, whether by slow train or backpacking. Find the courage to ask for help and keep on asking. And always pay it forward, helping the next one in line. And most importantly, this is our success as my own beautiful children became my fiercest cheerleaders. Let's keep on pursuing excellence together. Tonight, we are not Gen X, Gen Y, or Gen Z. Tonight, we are resilient, global pandemic college graduates. I'm so proud to be here with all of you. Thank you.